will. You better.
Don't distract him. It's that guy down there that would be distracting him in the middle. All right, folks, here we go. Your Rebels white taking on this, or your Rebels black, pardon me, your Rebels black wearing white, taking on the Southeast GoldWings in one of the last league games left for your girls. Only 4 more left after this one. Rebels coming off of a 5-game tournament where they won bronze in Winnipeg. I'm sure you were probably with us watching. Maybe tired of my voice. All right, out to start this period off, we've got Krupski, Sitch, along with Regal and Thack. All right, puck gonna come over to Thack. She's gonna get that back down into the corner. All right, Krupski with it, back to Thack. Thack gets it over to Regal. Regal looking for a lane to shoot. That's deflected high in the air though. Southeast looking to get it out of the zone. Rebels looking to keep it in. All right, Thack gonna step up. It gets just past her. Oh, shoot. That's okay, though. Oh, my goodness. All right, Regal gonna get that over to Thack. Thack's in. She's gonna dump that into the corner. Southeast goalie gonna steer that one to the side. All right, puck's gonna come out of the zone. We've got Olenek, Pro, Duchek out along with College Ajax and McPherson. All right, Rebels looking to get it out of the zone. Southeast going to keep it in the zone. Goral going to make the save to steer it to the side. Oh, shoot, no matter where I stand, there's a ref in my way. All right, puck going to go over to Duchek. She's going to pick it up. She looks to get it out of the zone. She's going to chip it up for herself. She's going to take it in. She's got Olenek out front. She can't get a good pass off. Olenek going to chase it into the corner. McPherson there to hold the line. Again, I can't see that because there's a ref in my way. All right, Rebels do a good job keeping it in. Perot keeps it in. Can't get it out front to Duchek, though. All right, puck down in the corner. Southeast looking to get it out. McPherson's going to step up. She's going to send that in. Your Rebels way offside. They're going to take the opportunity to change. So we're going to have Johnson and Ryu along with Sumner's, Alexander, and Kovacs out. Again, your Rebels black wearing white. Southeast wearing their black jerseys. Beauty of a pass from Johnson up to Sumner's. Sumner's is going to take it in. She's going to drop that for Alexander. Comes off of her stick, but Ryu's there to send it in. Ooh, look, Rebels can't quite get a good shot off. Johnson with it now. She's going to send that on net, but that's blocked. Johnson over to Ryu. Ryu going to fire that through a whole ton of traffic. All right, Kovac's going to send that just a bit far for for Ryu. Johnson going to sip that back in. All right, Alexander's going to take it in. She's going to dump that into the corner so Krupski, and Sitch can come out along with Regal and Thack. All right, they're going to ice that puck. We're going to have a face-off in front of the GoldWings goalie. 17-14 left in this first period. No score yet. All right, Brooklyn Krupski going to take the face-off right in front of the GoldWings goalie. That's going to come back to Regal. Regal's going to fire that through. That's blocked. Oh, both Krupskis looking to get it in. That was Brooklyn and Lexa. All right, Southeast looking to get it out of the zone, and they do. All right, everybody digging for the puck in the corner. Peyton waiting for it to come out. Southeast is going to come away with it. All right, that's fired through. All right, Southeast going to send it back in. Again, you can't see what's happening. Ooh, that's blasted well wide of the net. All right, Regal looks to get it out. Southeast stepped up to keep it in, though. Ooh, loose puck. One of the Krupskis going to use their skates. All right, Southeast keeping it in the zone. In your Rebel zone, I'm sorry. All right, Peyton going to get that over to Regal. Regal gets that up, but she's in a whole bunch of traffic. All right, Thack does a great job breaking up that play. Just offside face-off, going to be right outside the Rebel zone. 16:01 left in this first period, no score. All right, Perot going to take the face-off right in front of us. She's got Olenek, Duchak, College-Ajac, and McPherson out. All right, Southeast going to come away with that. They're going to send that down into the corner. College-Ajac's got a hustle. She does, but she's tripped up, so we're going to have a Rebels power play, folks. All right, Krupski, Sitch, Regal, and Thack going to come out. Your power play line for your Rebels. 15:52 left. I believe that was tripping. Looked pretty unintentional. But a trip's a trip, I guess. All right, Brooklyn going to take the face-off right in front of the GoldWings goalie. All right, got to have a new center come in for the GoldWings. I have no idea why. All right, puck's going to come over to Regal. Regal going to get that for Krupski. It just comes off of her stick, though. Southeast going to do a good job firing that down the ice. Goral going to slow it up for Regal. Regal's got a GoldWing all over her. She's going to get that over to Brooklyn. Brooklyn going to make a couple moves, get it to her sister, Peyton. Peyton going to take it in. She's going to drop that for Brooklyn. Brooklyn going to drop that for Peyton. Peyton going to fire that through. Oh, good try by your Rebels. Couldn't quite get it in, though. All right, Thack going to get that back to Regal. Regal fires it in, but it's a good block by the Southeast girl. All right, Thack going to walk in. She's going to drop that. I don't know who has that. Puck going to come to Regal. She does a good job holding it in. She's going to get that down low for Sitch. Sitch going to get that back to Regal. Regal going to get that back to Sitch. Sitch looking to get it somewhere. She gets it back to Regal. Regal's going to fire that through. Can't quite get a good shot off, though. 52 seconds left in this power play for your Rebels. All right, Brooklyn with it down in the corner. Brooklyn looking to get it to somebody. She's going to drop that for Regal. Regal, tries to get a good shot off. That's deflected. Thack does a good job. She steps up and keeps it in. Peyton with it now. Peyton going to just go toe the line with it. Regal going to fire it in. That goes just a little high. Thack steps up. She keeps it in for Krupski, who's going to fire that in, and their goalie's going to make a good save. I think that's Summers and net, I believe. It is. Tough getting anything past her. She is an excellent goalie. Great, 20 seconds left in your Rebels power play. We're going to have Johnson and Ryu out with Alexander, Kovacs and Sumners, it looks like. All right, Johnson going to skate up with it. She gets that up to Kovacs. Goes a little far for her, but she's looking to be the first one there. She's knocked away from it. All right. Southeast does a good job killing the penalty. Your Rebels a few chances, not able to find the back of the net though. All right, Southeast looking to get it out. Puck's going to come to Johnson. Johnson going to swipe it away. That's going to come to Sumners, who's going to get that in. She wants a change. Olenek coming out along with Perot. Duchak will be on her way out. Olenek does a good job. She blocks that shot from going any farther. All right, Southeast going to get it into your Rebel zone. All right, puck comes out of the zone. Olenek was hustling. All right, Duchak's going to pick it up. She's going to take it in and fire it in, and Summers is going to make a really good save. .13:07 left in this first period. No score yet. All right, Perot going to take the face-off right in front of us. She wins that back to McPherson. That's blocked. Comes to College Ajax. She sends that through. Almost. All right, Perot going to get that back to College Ajax. She tries to send that in, but that's blocked. McPherson steps up. She gets that puck back. What a good job by Elle. All right, Southeast going to bring it in. Goral going to make a good glove save. Face-off going to be in front of her. Both Krupskis and Sitch. Regal and Thack going to come out. All right, Brooklyn going to take the face-off right in front of Goral. Oh my God, the speakers in this rink are atrocious. Sounds like it's coming through like an AM radio. All right, Regal going to glove that one down. All right, Rebels looking to get it out. Southeast looking to keep it in. All right, Peyton's going to get it out of the zone. She's hustling. She's got Sitch coming with her. Peyton going to fire that on net. They are going to make a good save. .12:23 left in this period. No score still. Your Rebels wearing white. Southeast wearing black. All right, Sitch has it. Krupski going to get that over for Regal. Regal's going to wind up. That's blocked. All right, puck going to go into the corner. You can't see this, but Sitch is there. So is Brooklyn. Peyton out front. Puck going to, not quite far enough for Regal to step up to get it. All right, Southeast looking to get it in the zone, and they do. Good. I think Goral must have covered it. All right, Sumner is going to take the face-off right in front of Goral. She gets it over to Ryu, who's all tied up, though. All right, puck going to go into the corner. All right, Sumners is going to pick that up. She's looking for Kovacs, who's coming down the ice. What a beauty of a pass to Kovacs. She has it knocked off her stick, but she's still going to chase. Sumner's going to step up. She's looking to get it back for Ryu, but she's all covered up with GoldWings players. right, Sumner's still going to pick it up. She's looking to get it to Ryu. She keeps looking. All right, puck's going to go around the corner. Johnson, she's going to step up to not let it go any farther. She does a great job. Sumner's with it. She's battling. Alexander's there. Kovac comes and picks it up. All right, Kovac, she tried to get it out front. That was blocked, though. All right, Alexander. Oh, shoot, almost. All right, Southeast going to bring it out. Got to get through Johnson and Ryu, though. Johnson does a good job not letting her get a shot off. She's going to backhand it behind the net. All right, Olenek. No. Ah! Get it out, girls. Goral with the nice glove save. All right, Olenek, Duchek, Perot, College Ajax, and McPherson out. $10:37 left in this first period. No score yet. All right, Perot going to take the face-off right in front of Goral. That's one over to McPherson, it looks like. All right, she's going to battle. Perot going to come to help her out. Woo, that went kind of in front of the net. Oh, puck. Oh, it still stays in. Shoot. All right, College Ajax hustling. She's looking to get it up to Olenek, but she's all tied up. All right, puck out front. Now it's going to go to the corner. Duchek's going to pick it up. Oh my God. Yeah, that might be a penalty. Pretty sure that might have been retaliation. All right, Rebels to the power play. Holy Hannah. All right, looks like Duchek's okay. She got up. All right, we're going to have Sumner's, Duchek, and Kovacs with College Ajax and Johnson. Let's start this power play off. All right, Southeast looking to get it down the zone, and they do. Oh, no, sorry, that is College Ajax. All right, Rebels looking to take advantage of this power play. Lots of shots on the last one. Couldn't get anything past Summers, though. All right, Johnson going to bring it in. We are offside, though. All right, Krupski, Sitch, Regal, and Thack going to come out. 1:39 left in this power play. 9:45 left in this first period. Still no score. Krupski, Sitch, Regal, and Thack looking to change that. All right, puck's one over to Sitch. She's going to get that in. She's got a hustle, though. There's a couple GoldWings. GoldWings have it. They just absolutely fire it into their own bench. Coach Sheena over there laughing about it as everyone on the bench ducked. All right, Brooklyn going to take the face off. Going to get, all right, puck comes just past Thack. All right, Thack hustling. She's got a GoldWing all over her right away. All right, Thack looking to set something up. She has such nice control of the puck. All right, she's going to bring it in herself, drop it for Peyton. Peyton's going to get that over for Sitch, who's going to get it back to Thack. Thack back to Regal. Come on, Allie. Regal over to Krupski. Krupski fires it. Yeah! Krupski going to pick the top corner. All right, Brooklyn going to put your girls up 1-0 on the power play. What a nice power play goal by Brooklyn. Krupski. Looks like that was from D to Krupski. All right, Perot, Duchek, Olenek going to come out. Look to keep that going along with Johnson and Ryu. It's a beauty of a goal. I think Baya might have been screened too, maybe. It was very nice. All right, Perot going to take the face off. All right, Southeast looking to get it out of the zone, and they do. All right, puck's gonna go to Johnson. Oh, Johnson looks, oh my God, bouncing puck for your, oh, it's in your feet, Noah. All right, good block by Johnson. All right, Southeast looking to tie it up. Ah, can't see anything. All right, puck gonna come over to Duchek. Sorry, I had to move. That ref was in my way. All right, Ryu gonna get that over to Johnson. Johnson gonna get that up to Duchek. She takes a tumble though. Olynyk's gonna chase. All right, Southeast looking to get it in the zone, and they do. Perot's going to break that up. Olynyk's going to get it out. Ooh, they're offside. All right, Ryu's going to shovel that down. Oh, a little, there's Alexander. Oh my goodness, sorry, there's lots happening here. All right, Alexander hustling. Ryu going to take it. Oh, all right, Southeast going to come away with it. Ryu, oops, sorry. Ryu coming back. Got a couple fresh Rebels out. Looks like we've got Alexander, Kovacs, and Sumners. And on D, we still have Johnson and Ryu. They haven't had a chance to change yet. All right, puck comes all the way around. All right, puck gonna go into the corner. All right, gonna come out. Call it J-Jack. McPherson looking to stop it. All right, College J-Jack gonna get it out. Gonna come back in. College J-Jack with the long pass up to Brooklyn. Brooklyn Sitch keep it in. Oh my. All right, puck over to Brooklyn. .6:55 left in this first period. Your Rebels up 1-0. All right, McPherson gonna send that over to Peyton. That comes right back in though. Gorel's gonna send that to the side. All right, looks like we got a penalty coming up here. All right, College J-Jack to the box for interference. All right, out to try and kill some of this penalty. We're gonna have both Krupskis, Regal, and Thack out. Right, Brooklyn gonna take the face-off right in front of Gorel. Southeast looking to set something up. This is their first penalty or their first power play of the game. Your Rebels have had 2 and have scored on 1 thanks to Brooklyn from Alley. All right, Southeast looking to set something up. .137 left in our power play, or our penalty kill, I'm sorry, in the Southeast power. Oh, she picks the top corner. Not much Gorel could do about that. A nice power play goal for Southeast. They're going to tie it up at 1. Yeah, she didn't see that. All right, out to try and get this back. With 6:03 left in this first, we've got Olenek and Perot along with Duchek. All right, Duchek gonna bring it in. Olenek there too. All right, puck's gonna go across the ice. Ryu hustling for it. She looks to send that back in. Oh. All right, Southeast gonna bring that in. That's blocked though. All right, puck's gonna come over. Olenek gonna go battle in the corner for it. All right, puck comes up to Olenek. Oh, it comes out into the middle though. All right, Olenek gonna get it out of the zone. We're gonna send that back in. All right, Johnson, Perot, gonna wrestle for the puck. All right, Perot looks to get that up to Johnson. Olenek goes to battle in there. All right, Johnson's gonna pick it up. Jess, oh, that's kept in. Oh, Olenek gonna get it out. Oh my goodness. Girls struggling to settle this puck down. 4:55 left in this first period, all tied up at 1. All right, Southeast coming away with it. Fires it right on Goral, and she's going to make a good save. All right. Kovacs and Sumners, along with Alexander. College Ajax, and I love when Lydia does that, ties her up so that Kovacs can come through. Speaking of Kovacs, a little far for her. Ooh, Alex, we're offside by a lot. All right, Sumner's going to take the face-off right in front of the GoldWings bench. Beauty of a win. She gets that to College Ajax, who's just going to flick that in. All right, Bea, goalie for Southeast, going to stop it. Speaking of stopping it, College Ajax going to step up. She's going to make a move. Oh, my goodness. Okay, puck behind the net. Too much happening here. All right, Sumner steps up. Breaks up that play. Alexander chasing. Sumners wants a change, so out comes Brooklyn. Southeast going to send that back in. 3:58 left in this period. All tied up at 1 thanks to a power play goal from your Rebels and a power play goal from Southeast. All right, puck's going to come out of the zone. That's good. Your Rebels want to change. Krupski, Sitch, Regal, Thack out. All right, that play's broken up by Leah Thack. All right, Regal going to pick it up. She's going to try and move it over. Doesn't quite go far enough to Peyton, though. All right, Southeast with it. Just past Peyton's stick. All right, that's going to come through just wide of the net. All right, puck's going to go over to Peyton. Peyton's going to go. She's got Sitch going with her. All right, Peyton, oh my goodness. Just wheeling around. She's so fast. She's going to get that over to Regal. Regal's going to fire that through. Oh, what a good try to tip by Brooklyn. All right, puck behind the net. Southeast just looking to get it out. Rebels looking to keep it in. Oh, almost. That play's broken up by Southeast. Krupski to Krupski connection was right there. All right, Regal going to keep it in. Puck comes out of the zone. No, Thack's going to keep it in. Or, I don't know, Lexa has it now. Lexa from her knees. Oh, and Bea's going to hold it. 2:35 left in this period. All tied up at 1. This is the first period, I should say. Your Rebels with 4 more league games. 1's home. I'm sorry, 1 is away. The rest are home. So if you're close to the city, come out and support your Rebels. All right, puck goes to the corner. Duchak hustling. Olenek comes to help her out too. She's going to shovel that out front. All right, Southeast looking to get it out. Oh, Perot steps up. All right, Johnson going to take it for a little bit of a skate. Olenek comes to help her out. It's going to be sent down into the corner. Duchak fighting for it. Southeast looking to get it out. They do, but they're going to ice it looks like. So we're going to have a face-off right in front of Bea Summers, the Southeast goalie. All right, Perot going to take the face-off right in front of her. 2:03 left in this first period. Okay, Perot going to take the face off. She's going to get that over. Oh, shoot. Johnson, she does keep it in, it looks like. All right, Perot down low with it. She's looking to get it to somebody. She's going to get it to Ryu. Ryu, oh no, the big rebound bounce. Johnson hustling back. Come on, Maddie. Go. And she's going to send that just past the net. Yikes. That was close. All right, Ryu going to get that over for Johnson. Johnson looking to get it up to Olenek. I think that play's broken up, though. 1:30 left in this first period. We're all tied up at 1. All right, Ryu going to take it. She's going to get it over to Duchak. She has it knocked off of her stick, though. Back to Duchak. Duchek's gonna take it. She's gonna be on her own. Olenek wants a change. Out comes Sumners and Kovacs. Duchek, Sadie almost. Right, McPherson hustling in. Puck's gonna come down the ice. Kovacs is gonna be the first one there for it. All right, College Ajax, she gets it out of the zone. They are horribly offside. Face off, gonna be out in front of the Rebels bench. All right, Sumner is gonna take the face off. Like, you can't see that because a stupid pole is in the way. All right, College Ajax gonna take it out herself. 47 seconds left for your Rebels to try and go ahead here. All right, Summers gonna make the save. All right, Lydia Sumner is gonna take the face off right in front of the GoldWings goalie. Rebels got to put some more pressure on, get lots of shots. I said she is an excellent goalie. Speaking of excellent goalie, here come the GoldWings trying to get in front of Goral. Your girl's going to break up that play, though. Right, puck's going to come over to Alexander. Oh, she gets it to Kovacs, who does send it out. Oh, shoot, we are all sorts of change in here, though. All right, Thack coming in hot. She's going to break up that play. All right, puck gonna go into the Rebel zone. 11 seconds left in this period. All right, puck back to Regal. That's gonna finish this period here. We're going to the period all tied up at one. I'm gonna put you on mute and you'll probably be in my pocket too, so you won't be able to see anything. Hi, hello everybody. Sorry, I'm busy again walking around visiting. All right, out to start this period off, we've got the line of Sumners, Kovacs, and Alexander, along with Ryu and Johnson. All right, Southeast with it in your Rebel zone. All right, Rebels looking to get it out. Southeast looking to keep it in. All right, Kovacs with the beauty of a pass up to Alexander. Alexander's gonna bring it in. She's waiting for someone to come with her. Oh, she gets it in, but it's in the feet. Puck to Sumners. Oh, shoot. All right, Southeast looking to bring it in. They do. Makes a couple moves. I can't see what's happening. I don't know where that went, but didn't go in the net, thankfully. All right, Perot gonna chip it out. Looks like we're offside. All right, Perot gonna take the face off right in front of me here. She's got her line mates of Duchek, Olenek. We got Johnson and Ryu out on D. Sadie practically in the face-off circle with the GoldWing player. All right, GoldWings come away with it. They're gonna send that back into your Rebel zone. Hopefully, I like when I'm pointed the other way. You guys know the other goalie. All right, puck gonna come over. Southeast does a good job keeping it in. Perot gonna pick it up though. Again, Southeast holding the line really well on that side. All right, Perot takes it back into the scrum. All right, oh, she's rubbed out. All right, Rebels struggling to get it out from behind the net. Olenek chips it up and does get it out. All right, Olenek hustling. Oh, Duchek picks it up. Oh, Olenek was already in the zone though, so we're offside. All right, Krupski, Sitch, Regal and Thack out. Nice win by Brooklyn over to I'm sorry, that's not Thack. That is College Ajax. They are very similar in my mind. All right, McPherson steps up to keep it in, but Southeast gonna bring it out. We got a 3-on-1 happening here. Oh, Goral. Oh, it went over the net, thankfully. All right, 18:03 left in this first period. We're all tied up at 1. Rebels managed to get it in the zone. Brooklyn Krupski picks it up. Shot right on net. Dale lets it go. All right, now we got Regal and Thack out. All right, Brooklyn gonna get it out of the zone. She's gonna get it up to Peyton. Peyton gonna send it in. She's not afraid to go through everybody. All right, puck gonna come down the ice. Thack got a hustle. There was a GoldWing that was changing. All right, puck behind the net. Thack gonna get that over for, I think that's Peyton. Oh, gets just past Brooklyn. Puck comes back into your Rebel zone. Thack gonna get it out. Ref blocking it, keeping it from going any farther. All right, Krupski gonna end up with it. She's gonna shovel that over for Regal. Regal gonna get that up to Peyton. It's a bouncing puck though, struggling to settle it down. All right, Kovac's gonna take it. Oh, she has it knocked off of her stick. Oh my goodness. Okay, Regal gonna send that to the corner for Alexander. Rebels starting this period off a little slow. All right, Alexander with the beauty of the pass to Kovacs. Kovacs is going to take it in. She's just got one GoldWing to get through. She's waiting for everybody else to change, though, or to come back on. Puck going to go back behind the net. Alexander steps up to stop it from going any farther. Southeast looking to get out of the zone. Rebels looking to keep it in. Sumners is going to send that back. Kovacs wants a change, so Olenik's going to come out. All right, Olenek going to pick it up. She dumps that into the corner. She's going to battle. All right, Southeast going to get it out. They got to get through Johnson and Ryu, though. All right, fire that through. Oh, my goodness. Where is that? Oh, Ryu's going to stop it. Alexander picks it up, gets that over to Olenek. And Perot, it's a little bit behind them. She wants a change, so Duchek's going to come out. 15. Always laugh with Sadie yelling. All right, puck gonna come down the ice. Looks like we're gonna have icing. Face off in front of Goral. You're gonna freeze up for a sec. Got that, Goral? 15:41 left in the second period. All tied up at 1 thanks to 2 power play goals. 1 for your Rebels and 1 for Southeast. All right, Duchek gonna bring it in. She's gonna charge the net. She had Olenek coming with her. All right, Olenek looks to get that over to Johnson. That's picked up though. All right, puck gonna be pushed just past Johnson, but Ryu's gonna pick it up. Ooh, they're changing right at the bench. Yeah, I would have closed the door too. All right, Ryu gonna get that out front to Johnson. Johnson gonna get that out. Oh, it comes to Olenek. She just wants to get it out here. All right, puck gonna go down into the corner. Johnson's gonna go battle for it. All right, Southeast looking to set something up. Goral gonna pick that one out of the air and hold it. We're gonna have Krupski, Sitch come out along with College Ajax and McPherson. All right, 14:53 left in this second period. Tied up at 1. Brooklyn Krupski with the power play goal from Allie Regal. Oh, big block by, who was that? Brooklyn, I think. All right, Sitch does a good job knocking the puck off of her stick. McPherson going to send that back in. Krupski, Sitch, everybody there. All right, puck's going to go back into the Rebels zone. McPherson hustling. She's going to send that behind the net. Takes a funny bounce, but College Ajax there. Ooh, that's picked up. Oh, bye. All right, doesn't matter. It's now Peyton who's going to come down the ice with it. She's going to fire a big shot on net with a big rebound that she's going to pick up. She's going to chip it up for herself. Sitch comes in to help her out. Puck going to go to Krupski. Krupski sees College Ajax, who keeps it in. She makes a move. Come on, Mila. Oh, what a good shot for College Ajax through some traffic. All right, McPherson steps up. She keeps it in, kicks it back into the zone. Southeast looking to get it out. Rebels looking to keep it in. Got some Rebels changing, so Southeast going to take advantage of that, bring it out of the zone. All right, that play's picked up by a Southeast GoldWing. College Ajax looks to get it to Peyton. All right, puck going to go behind, all the way around the net. Kovac's going to go battle. 13:36 left in this first, all tied up at 1. All right, College Ajax with it behind the net. Ooh, she's going to run into a couple dark jerseys while she looks to get it out. Southeast going to send that back in. Peyton been out for a little bit. I bet she wants to change. College Ajax looking to get it up. She does. Oh, geez. What's the penalty on that? Oh, well, she helped her get up, so that's okay. All right, Thack's going to pick that up. She's going to send that back into the zone. Going to have a bunch of fresh Rebels come out. Oh, shoot. Olenek to the box for tripping here, folks. All right. Southeast to the power play. I think we all knew that. I didn't think he had to announce it like that, but okay. All right, Southeast to the power play. Olenek, 2 minutes for tripping. All right, Southeast looking to keep it in. Both goals have been power play goals. One for your Rebels, one for Southeast. We got Duchak and Perot looking to kill this along with Thack and Regal. Southeast gonna walk in, shoot it. Gorel gonna get that to the side. 12:35 left in this period. Southeast looking to set it up. Lots of passing. All right, Regal gonna break up that play after 13 passes. All right, Perot does a good job. She knocks it off of her stick. All right, they're gonna shoot it. I don't know where that is. Oh, shit. We are gonna have a 5-on-3 here very shortly. Your Rebels, excellent at the 5-on-3. Had 1,000 of them in that second game, or in the last game. All right, we got an interference penalty coming up. Duchek gonna join her buddy Olenek in the box. Oh, no, sorry, Thack. Gonna join her buddy Olenek in the box. Woo. All right, we got real good at this on Sunday, so I have faith in these girls that they can send it out. 50 seconds left in the penalty to Olenek, 2 minutes in the penalty to Ack. All right, Ryu gonna try and knock it away. Oh, Sitch does a good job breaking up that play, and she's gonna get it out. Sitch is gonna chase it all the way down the ice. She is outstanding penalty killer. Lexa does an excellent job penalty killing. Like I said, we got real freaking good at it the other day on this 5-on-3, so. All right, Sitch gonna break up that play. Southeast looking to bring it in. On D, we got Johnson and Ryu. Oh, Sitch almost took that one away. 15 seconds left in the penalty to Olenek. Ooh, they were pretty close to being offside there. All right, that's gonna be fired well wide of the net. Sitch is gonna pick it up. Does a good job getting it out. That's gonna kill the first penalty to Olenek. Now we got the penalty to Thack. We got Alexander out with Brooklyn Krupski. Brooklyn breaks up that play. All right, Southeast going to look to bring it in the zone, and they do. 5-on-4 for another 50 seconds. Oh my God. Your Rebels with another penalty, it looks like, coming up here. I'm not sure who's on their way to the box. I got a theory, but I'm not going to say it. Just in case the refs hear me, who I think we're giving the penalty to. All right, Ryu's going to go. That is not who I thought was going to go. All right, another 5-on-3 for Southeast. All right, Brooklyn gonna take the face off. We've got Johnson and I'm not sure who the other D is. Oh, College Ajax. Your Rebels did such a good job killing that first penalty. All right, that's fired well past the net. Goral with the huge save. Clearly high sticking, so you should probably blow that there. What a great save by Maddie Goral, keeping it out of the back of the net, folks. 9:48 left in this second period. Your Rebels tied with Southeast GoldWings, 1-1. Your Rebels get the last change, so we're gonna have Krupski, College Ajax, and McPherson out. Brooklyn Krupski. All right, 4 seconds left in the penalty to Thack. All right, she's gonna come out, and Sumners is gonna go on. Minute 20, I think, left in this power play, though, still. Goral gonna make another good save, steer it to the side. All right, that's gonna be steered away by Goral. Ooh, dropped her own player, it looked like. All right, that's gonna go through some traffic and be redirected. 50 seconds left in your Rebels power play, or penalty kill, I'm sorry. All right, Sumner's doing a good job breaking up. He's gonna send it down. She is hustling. Brooklyn Krupski looking to be the first one there. Oh, big save by Summers with the short-handed opportunity for your Rebels. All right, Krupski over to Regal. Regal gonna send it in. Oh, just over the net. All right, that's gonna come back to Thack. Keep in mind, your Rebels on a penalty kill here, folks. And I don't know who's getting this now. All right, just a steady stream of Rebels to the box. This is like deja vu from that game the other day. Yikes. All right, 14 seconds left in the penalty to Ryu. So we're gonna have 5-on-3 for a little bit longer. 8:27 left in this second period. All right, Duchek gonna come off. We're gonna have Regal and Johnson and Perot out. Yikes, this has been a long period for your girls. All right, another 13 seconds of 5-on-3. Johnson holding it up. What a good job she's doing. And they get it down the ice. All right, your Rebels, it's back to 5-on-4 now. We're gonna have Perot and Kovacs out. All right, Kovacs gonna pick that up. She's gonna look to get that back. I don't want to come near anybody. Your Rebels all in the penalty box today. All right, Southeast gonna get it out. Minute 13 left in the penalty to Thack. Ooh. All right, Southeast looking to get something going here. That's blocked by somebody. Johnson gonna send it to the line. That's kept in though. Johnson still gonna break up that play. Southeast looking to set it up. All right, Ryu's gonna pick that up and she's gonna send it down. Oh, the ref's in the way. All right, Perot gonna send that in. Kovacs is there too. We got College Jack and Ryu on D. They're gonna switch sides. Rebels doing a good job killing this penalty. Killing all the penalties, I feel like. All right, Olenek gonna come out. Kovacs goes off. All right, that play broken up by Perot. What a good job by her. College Jack gonna bomb it down the ice. 20 seconds left in our penalty kill. Right, Olenek out along with Peyton Krupski. College Jack and McPherson. That play's broken up. Ooh. 3 seconds left in the power play for the Southeast team. All right, Rebels looking to get it out of the zone. They do get it over to the corner. Olenek goes to battle. All right, College Jack with it. All right, who is that? Sumner's going to pick it up. He's going to send that over to Peyton Krupski. Peyton Krupski going to walk right. Oh, Krupski clearly hauled down. No call there. Only to the Rebels call. Other Krupski going to pick it up and just send that wide. What a good play by Brooklyn. All right, your Rebels fell probably 6 straight penalties in a row. All right, going to get the lines all back together now. We're going to have Krupski, Sitch, Thack, and Regal out. 5:58 left in this second period. All tied up at 1. Your Rebels did an excellent job killing that power play, or those power plays, including 3 5-on-3s. All right, Sitch gonna battle behind the net. All right, Southeast looking to get it out. Thack breaks up that play. In comes Southeast, so got to get through Regal. She does a good job knocking the puck away from her. All right, puck gonna come out to Sitch. Sitch gonna get a nice pass across over to Krupski. Southeast gonna send that back in. 5:52 left, or 5:22 left in this second period. Your Rebels all tied up at 1. All right, puck gonna come out of the zone. Southeast gonna send that back in. Rebels better hustle. McGorrell gonna cover that up. Sumner's, Alexander, and Kovacs out. All right, Sumner is going to take the face-off right in front of Gorel. All right, puck going to go to the corner. Johnson's going to pick it up. Sumner's looks to get it out of the zone. A little bit of a scrum here. All right, Kovacs going to pick it up. Johnson going to bring it out. Johnson going to take it in herself. She's going to rush up. She's going to push it up forward for herself. She's going to look to send it out front. Oh, and Summers in net for Southeast. Going to just glove it. All right. Sumner's going to take the face off. All right, she's going to win that. They're going to get it back to Ryu. Ryu going to fire that through. Oh, a whole ton of traffic. Our goalie, Bea, didn't see any of that coming. And how could you, I guess? Oh, puck not far enough for Ryu. She's going to knock it away, though. Alexander's going to step up, try to get it out of the zone. It's knocked away by a Southeast player, though. Sorry, you can't see what's happening. 4:11 left in this second period. All tied up at 1. Gorel going to make the good save. Duchek going to come out for Alexander. right, Perot gonna take the face off. She's gonna win that over to McPherson. We got McPherson and College Ajax on D. Oh, get out of there, you guys. Ah! Puck behind the net. All right, Olenek gonna hustle. She's gonna look to get it up. She has a pass over to Duchak. Goes through her though. Shouldn't be any icing, and it isn't. Duchak and Olenek hustling. All right, Perot gonna break up that play. Olenek and Duchak make sure they get back on side. Southeast gonna dump that in. College Ajax looking to be the first person there, and she is. Where's the puck though? Perot comes to help her out. Perot gonna get that up to Olenek. Oh, it just comes off her stick. She's still gonna keep it though. She's gonna shovel that into the zone. Duchak's chasing. Perot's there too. They're gonna end up icing this puck. Oh no, they're not. We were changing. Ooh! Ah, yikes! 3:09 left in this period. All tied up at 1. With penalty trouble. 3 5-on-3s. Oh, what was that? 3 5-on-3s for Southeast. And then a couple 5-on-4s, and your Rebels did an excellent job killing. It would have been like 6 penalties in a row, I bet. All right, Krupski, Sitch, Regal, and Fack looking to break this 1-1 tie now that we've been full strength for a little bit. All right, Brooklyn gonna take the face off. She's gonna win that over to her sister, who's gonna get that over to Thack. Thack gonna send that through, hits the side of the net. All right, Peyton with it. Sitch there too to help her out. Oh, Brooklyn gonna step up, stop it from going any farther. Thack's gonna pick it up. She sends that through. Peyton in front of the net still. All right, Peyton looking to get that over to Thack. All right, Krupski with it behind the net. She sees Regal. She sees, oh, just through a few people. All right, puck over to Regal. Regal sees a lane. She's going to fire that in. Oh, almost. Girls with a really good chance. Summers doing a good job stopping it, though. All right, face-off going to be right in front of Southeast goalie. 2:05 left in this period, all tied up at 1. All right, Summers is going to take the face off. Sumners, not Summers. She wins that over to Kovacs. Summers is going to cover it. All right, Sumner's taking it again. We got Regal, or not Regal, we got Ryu and Johnson on D. Oh, Kovacs clearly tripped. No call there, though. They knew what she was going to do. All right, Sumner's working with it. She's going to get that back to Johnson. Johnson's going to fire that through. Oh, steered just wide. But a good try by Johnson. Alexander gets that to Ryu. Not far enough, though. Southeast going to bring it back. Johnson hustling. Oh, and they're going to pick the top corner. They're going to go up 2-1. All right, Rebels in a hole now. We're going to have Duchak, Olenek, and Perot come out with 1:42 left in this second period. All right, Perot going to take the face-off right in front of us. All right. We've got College Ajax and McPherson on D. 1:42 left in the second. All right, puck went over to McPherson, who's going to send that back into the zone. The Rebels going to chase. Hopefully stay out of the box a little bit. Oh, College Ajax going to step up. She keeps it in. It's knocked away from her. All right, McPherson going to shovel that back in. Rebels offside. 1:21 left in this period. Puck going to come down the ice. College Ajax has it knocked off of her stick. All right, that's going to go into the corner, come out for Southeast. Oh, yikes. All right, Southeast looking to get it out front. Rebels looking to All right, Olenek gonna pick it up. She gets that to Duchek. Duchek's gonna push it. Here goes Sadie Duchek. She's gonna drive the net. She drives the net hard. Oh, come on! She's clearly knocked over. How is there no call on that? Give her a frickin' penalty shot for that, maybe. All right. Yeah, I would confirm and say there's a penalty on Black. She clearly hooked down. Yeah, I think so. Sounds about right. Clearly a penalty. 46.6 seconds left in this second period. Rebels to the power play. All right, Southeast questioning the penalty. Looks like a penalty to me. I might be a little biased. All right, your Rebels on the power play. We'll have a power play into the third unless we score here. Krupski, Sitch, Thack, and Regal power play line out. All right, puck went over nicely to Regal. All right, Regal gonna send that through. Oh, almost tipped in the net. All right, puck comes out front. Regal's gonna pick it up. She's gonna get that back to Thack. Thack is gonna get over to Regal, who's gonna fire that in. Oh, it's stopped by Urels. Oh, what a good job. Summers keeping it out. All right, Regal gonna get that to Krupski. That goes a little far. All right, puck's gonna come out of the zone. Allie Regal gonna be the first one there. 16 seconds left in this power play for your Rebels. Or in this game, oh my God, this period. All right, 6.6 seconds left. Sitch gonna bring it down the ice. She's gonna just walk in herself. Oh, could have easily been another penalty. Refs, the whistle's in their pocket for a little bit of this here. All right, your Rebels gonna start the period with a power play. Gonna put you on mute. I'm gonna walk around with you too, so you probably won't see much. All right, everybody, we're back. Your Rebels gonna start this period off on a power play. Thanks to the Sadie Duchek being run into the net. All right, they are gonna keep that one out of the net. She's been doing an excellent job, even with all the Rebels pressure. Rebels down 2-1. Thanks to a late period goal by Southeast. All right, Regal gonna get that back for Peyton. Peyton gonna send that over for Thack. That's intercepted though. Regal gonna fire that one on net. All right, puck just hanging out front. Regal gonna pick it up. She's gonna reset. Send that back for Brooklyn, I believe, who's been pushed off the puck. All right, Peyton Krupski gonna pick that one up. I think we have just 30 seconds left in our power play. All right, Goral gonna give that over to Regal, who's gonna get that back for Thack. We've got Duchek and Kovacs out. All right, Duchek looking to get it out of the zone. All right, Kovacs has it now. 12 seconds left for your girls to on the power play. Oh. All right, they're going to send that one back in. All right, Johnson going to pick it up. That's going to kill the power play for your Rebels. Johnson going to fire that one. Just a little wide. Sumner's streaking in. She's going to pick that up. Gets it back to Kovacs. She overskates it, though. All right, we got Johnson and Ryu out. Oh, shoot. Ooh, that's going to go past the net. All right, Duchek going to pick it up. She's going to come through. She had a really good chance at the end of the period, but she was run right into the net. All right, Southeast going to bring it in. We got Perot, Duchek, and Olenek out. Goro going to pick that one up out of the air. Sorry, I'm going to be frozen for a sec. 18:08 left in this third period. Your Rebels down by a goal. They spent a ton of the second period in penalty trouble. Lots of 5-on-3s, and a couple 5-on-4s for Southeast. They thankfully couldn't connect. All right, Olenek going to push that one up. Not going to have icing. Perot's going to be the first one there for it. She looks to get it out front. That play is broken up, though. All right, McPherson going to send that back down into the corner. Rebels going to chase. Alexander and, Perot trying to get that over to College. Ajax couldn't quite get it over there, though. All right, Southeast going to bring it out. Olenek, she is hustling. College Ajax going to break up that play. There is 100 Southeast girls on the line. Oh, Rebels wisely let it go through. Otherwise, there was 100 Rebels on. All right, puck to, oh my goodness. Loose puck. All right, that's going to go well wide. There's the high stick. I would have put that in. All right, Southeast with it in the corner. They're looking to get something going. McPherson going to knock that away. Southeast going to keep it in, though. All right, College Ajax with it. She's going to take it out of the zone herself. She's going to flip that up to Sitch. Sitch is going to get that over to Krupski. Peyton Krupski going to take it in. She's going to fire that on net. That's going to go to the back of the net. It's going to be picked up by Sitch. Sitch is going to get that back for Brooklyn. Brooklyn to Regal. She's going to fire that in. Ooh, loose puck. Oh, come on, Peyton. Oh, Peyton right out front. She couldn't get a good stick on it, though. All right, puck going to come over to Regal. Regal going to send that back down. A beautiful pass down for Peyton, who gets it out front. Fack going to step up. And that's going to be picked out of the air. All right, Sumner's, Alexander, and Kovacs coming out. All right, 16:09 left in this period. Your Rebels down by a goal. They like the comeback. All right, Johnson and Ryu on D. All right, Kovacs is going to pick it up. Oof. All right, puck going to come over for Johnson. Johnson's going to send that in. We are very offside. Sumner's got to set back up. All right, puck comes out of the zone. Oh, Kovacs going to send that back. Southeast going to send that back into the zone. Johnson with it. She's, gets that over to Sumner's. It's knocked away from her. Johnson going to pick it up. Rebels need to get something going here. That's going to be passed to Alexander, who does tip it out of the zone. Kovacs chasing. All right, we're going to have Perot come out and Olenek. Duchek waiting to come out here as well. Oh, they're offside. Face off. Going to be right outside the Rebel zone. 15:10 left in this first period. Rebels down by a goal, 2-1. Right, Perot going to take the face-off right in front of us. All right, puck going to come into the Rebel zone. We got College Ajax and McPherson on D. All right, Duchek with it. She's looking to get it out of the zone. She does. Puck's going to go down the ice. Olenek is hustling her butt. Perot in there to chase. Duchek as well. All right, McPherson steps up. She keeps it in. Duchek's going to keep it in. She fires that on net. Summers with a good save. All right, puck's going to come down the ice. No icing as it was touched. All right, McPherson going to get that over for her D partner, College Ajax. College Ajax up. Like we're going to have icing, I believe. Face off going to be in front of Goral. Girls got a little bit of work to do this period, down by a goal. All right, Perot going to take the face off right in front of Goral. All right, puck going to go to the corner. Southeast going to come away with it. All right, puck behind the net. College Ajax going to pick it up. She's going to get that up to Duchek. Oh, that comes out. Perot's going to pick it up. Oh, no. All right, Southeast going to bring it in. McPherson battling for it in the corner. Puck's going to come up to Olynyk. Oh, Southeast doing a good job holding the line. All right, Duchek's going to get it out herself. Here goes Duchek on a breakaway. Oh, Bea Summers with a good save. Sadie Duchek with a frickin' rocket of a shot. These Rebels need a change. Olynyk and Duchek going to go out. Rebels wisely let it go through. No icing because they could have touched it, but didn't because that would have been too many. All right, Thack wheeling. All right, Thack going to push it up. Oh, she takes a shot to the face. No penalty there, though. Oh, maybe there is a penalty coming up. All right, looks like interference to me. All right, power play line out already. So we've got Thack and Regal along with Krupski and Sitch. Ooh, elbow to the head penalty, but it looks like that's only 2 minutes. All right, 13:24 left in this period. Your Rebels down by a goal. All right, Regal going to send that in. Oh, Krupski going to pick it up. No, Thack going to pick it up. Thack looking to set something up. She has it come off of her stick. She's going to get that to Brooklyn. All right, Regal with it. She fires a beauty through. Sitch almost tips that in. All right, Thack with it. She's going to get that to her D partner, Regal. Regal's going to fire that through. That's going to go to the corner. Sitch going to be the first one there for that. 12:52 left in this period. Oh, almost. Peyton couldn't get the shot right on net. Got a good try, though. All right, puck to Regal. Regal back to Thack. Thack steps up. She sends it in. Yeah! Woo! I believe Brooklyn Krupski is going to tip that in. Your Rebels with a power play goal. What a beauty of a goal by Brooklyn. That's her second of the day, folks. All right, Sumners, Kovacs, and Alexander out, along with Johnson and Ryu, all tied up at 2. 12:37 left in this third period. 2 power play goals by your Rebels, both courtesy of Brooklyn Krupski. I'm not sure what the problem is here, why he's sending her back. All right, I don't know what that was all about, but okay. Oh, Sumners with the win up to Kovacs. Kovacs going to bring it in. Oh, it just comes off of her stick. That is my favorite play that those two do. All right, Sumner's coming in hot. All right. We got Johnson and Ryu out. I don't know if I told you guys that. Oh, my goodness. A little bit of a mess happening here. Ryu going to send that on net. So he's goalie going to steer that to the side. Kovacs wants a change, so out comes Olynyk. Olynyk, almost broke that play up. Ryu's going to send that back in. Olynyk chasing. We got Perot and Duchek on their way out. Still Johnson and Ryu on D. Olynyk chasing. She's knocking the puck away, being a pain in the butt. All right, Southeast going to get it out. Ryu gonna chip that in, waiting for all her girls to decide, and they do. Oh, Duchek. What's happening here? Is this us or them? Frick, it's us. All right, Southeast to the power play. Duchek to the box for 2, I believe. All right, we're gonna have Krupski and Sitch come out to kill some of this penalty. Brooklyn, I believe. Always talk about a shorthanded goal. Maybe that's what'll happen here. .11:36 left in this game. All tied up at 2. Rebels looking to keep it that way for this 2 minutes at least. Duchek to the box for cross-checking, I believe. I was hoping I was them, but... All right, that play's broken up. Oh, jeez. Call it J-Jack gonna hammer it into Sitch. All right, Brooklyn Krupski gonna chase. But she's gonna make her make a pass. Sitch doing a good job. I always talk about her penalty killing skills. They are excellent. She does a very good job killing a penalty. Speaking of good job, on D, we got Call it J-Jack and McPherson. Oh. Brooklyn would have been gone. Right, 1 minute left in power play to Southeast. Puck gonna come through. Oh my goodness, Rebels keep it out. Southeast looking to set up a play. All right, that comes through. Goral with the big save. That's pushed out. Sitch is going to get it out of the zone. Not very far, but she does get it out. Oh, all your Rebels are changing. We're going to have 2 fresh D, and oh my goodness, here comes Peyton Krupski. She's going to wheel right through, folks. She's waiting for somebody to catch up to her. She's so fast. All right, puck going to come across the ice to Sumners. She's going to send that in. Peyton going to pick it up. Peyton's got Sumners out front. Oh, Peyton being muscled off the puck. That doesn't usually happen. Oh, that going to send it in. She's going to do a great job. All right, referee does not like Leah. That is her more than first penalty. All right, Rebels got another penalty to kill, unfortunately. We're going to have Olenek and Perot come out along with Johnson and Ryu. Rebels have spent a ton of this game killing penalties. 9:34 left in this game, all tied up at 2. Olenek, Perot, Johnson, Ryu looking to kill these 2 minutes. Like Goral gonna make a good save. Zach getting well acquainted with Darcy in the penalty box today. All right, Southeast gonna come away with it. Southeast gonna fire that through. Perot with the huge block. She's gonna send that down the hustling. She's doing an excellent job. All right, Perot wants a change, so out comes Kovacs. Coach Jared, not happy. I'm pretty sure that was him that was yelling about interference. Johnson gonna pick it up. She's looking to get it out. Olenek comes to help out. Southeast manages to keep it in. All right, Kovacs with her good feet gonna send that out. Olenek is gonna have a change, so out comes Alexander. Call it J-Jack and McPherson out. 8:34 left in this third period. 50-some seconds left in their power play. All right, puck gonna come across the ice. Call it J-Jack gonna step up. 2. What? Oh my God. All right, 5-on-3, Southeast. This is crazy, the amount of penalties your Rebels have had. Coach Laurie, rightfully so, gonna... Wait, who's going? All right, 3 Rebels in the box. All right, we got a lot to kill here. All right, 8:23 left in this period. 2 minutes in the penalty to Kovacs. 49 seconds penalty left in the Thack, and Alexander's penalty, I'm assuming, doesn't start until Thack's is done, would be my guess. All right, out to try and kill this 5-on-3. We've got McPherson and College Ajax, along with Sitch. And that's it, I guess, just Sitch. All right, what a good job by Goral, keeping it out. Wait, sorry, you're frozen there for a second. All right, Sitch gonna get that. Well, I think, sorry, I was busy texting. That's gonna come down the ice, so we're gonna be 5-on-3 here for a little bit still. Sitch gonna break up that play. They're offside. What a good job by Lexa. All right, we're gonna have McPherson and College Ajax out still, along with Sitch. Be right back. All right, 5-on-3 for, I don't even know how much longer. All right, Sitch does an excellent job with that. All right, puck gonna come into the Rebel zone. McPherson hustling. All right, Southeast looking to set it up. All right, that's well wide of the net, thankfully. All right, I don't know if Thack is going to be able to get out until a whistle when she's done, I feel like. All right, that goes just past the net. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. It's 5-on-3 for a while here still. That's all I know. A good minute at least, minute and a half probably. All right, Southeast with it. Ooh, that comes off of her stick. All right, Sitch going to send that. Ryu and Johnson out as well. All right, it says 33 seconds left in one penalty, 1:18 left in the other. I'm thinking those are the last two. All right, Johnson gonna send that back in. She does a good job. Krupski gonna chase it still. All right, they're gonna send that in. Goral's gonna cover it up. All right, face off right in front of Goral. All right, Thack out of the box. Looks like 13 seconds left to Kovacs. And a minute 2 left to Jada, I think. I don't know. We still got 5-on-3 though. For 13 more seconds. All right, puck gonna come to Southeast. We've got Johnson and Ryu along with Brooklyn Krupski. Goral gonna steer that one to the side. All right, out comes Kovacs. All right, they're gonna finally put one in after like their 30th 5-on-3. All right, 6:21 left. I can't believe it. There were that many 5-on-3s, and that was the first goal that was scored on it. All right, your Rebels in a little bit of a hole here. Down by 1. All right, we're going to have Thak and Ryu along with Olenek, Perot, and Duchak out. Let's go here. All right, Perot going to take the face off. All right, Perot does a good job with it. He's going to get that over to Ryu. Ryu's going to get that over to Duchak, who's going to fire that on net. Summer's going to have to pick that out of the air. .6:15 left in this period. All right, Duchak going to send that back in. She's going to pick that up, send that towards the net. Chris Thak asking what the 5-on-5 is in the group chat. All right, Duchak going to pick it up. She's going to get that back to Ryu. Ryu's going to fire that through a whole bunch of bodies. Oh, Summer's going to pick it up. Olenek going to take a punch to the face. I don't know why that's not a penalty, but anyway. All right, Krupski Sitch going to come out along with McPherson and College Ajax. The Rebels down by 1, 3-2, thanks to 6,000 penalties. And I think 5 or 6 5-on-3. All right. And Krupski with it. She's going to get that over to College Ajax, who's going to fire that through just wide of the net. All right, McPherson steps up. She keeps it in. Oh, going to come out though now. All right, Southeast, bring it in. They got to get past College Ajax, though. She's going to wipe out. I'm surprised there's no call on that. All right, College Ajax looking to send that up to Sitch. She does. Sitch going to get that up for Peyton. All right, Peyton's going to bring it in. Puck comes just out of the zone. McPherson going to send that in. Ooh, I didn't see that. All right, Sumner's chasing. All right, Regal going to get that to Alexander. It gets past her, though. All right, Kovac stepping up. 4:46 left in this period, or in this game, I should say. All right, Gorel going to keep it out. Sorry about that. All right, Sumner's going to tie that up. Oh my goodness, everybody. All right, puck going to go into the corner for Regal. Regal going to get that to Alexander. Gets past her, though. All right, Regal going to knock it away. She does a good job. Right, puck to Johnson, back to Regal. Just over 4 minutes left in this period. Southeast looking to keep it in the Rebel zone. All right, Alexander, puck gets past her. All right, Johnson's going to pick it up. She's going to get that across to Alexander. Alexander with it. She's going to take it in and comes off of her stick. All right, pass over to Thak. Thak's going to take it in. She's got a beauty of a shot. She's going to pass that for Perot. Perot going to get that over to Ryu. Ryu going to send that through. Oh, Olenek ducked for it. Summer's going to keep it out. We got Perot, Duchak, and Olenek along with Ryu and Thak out. 3:30 left in this period. In this game, I should say. All right, Perot taking the face off. Lennox there too. Thak gonna step up. She does a great job keeping. All right, go around the net for Southeast. They get it out, but Thak's going to pick it up and send it back in. Everybody resets. 3 minutes left in this game. Your Rebels down by a goal. All right, Ryu with it. She's going to send that back in. Oh, that's picked up. No, that's picked up by Duchek. Duchek fires it out front for her girls. Oh, all right, Thak going to send it in. Olenek going to the front of the net. Olenek comes to help out. They're going to get it out of the zone, though. All right, they're going to be, well, they were going to be very offside. 2:40 left in this game. Rebels down 3-2. Some penalty trouble for your Rebels this game. That would probably be an understatement, actually. All right, puck going to go around the net. Duchek looking to be the first one. Southeast just going to kill some time wisely. All right, Duchek breaks up that play. All right, oh my goodness, girls, get it out. All right, Southeast with it still. All right, Duchek's going to pick it up now. Going to have some fresh Rebels come out. All right, Duchek going to just fire that on net. That's wide or high. All right, Brooklyn Krupski going to be the first one there. She gets that out front. McPherson steps up. It gets just past her. College Ajax going to pick it up. 1:48 left in this period. College Ajax with the hard pass, a little high for Krupski. All right, College Ajax going to break up that play. Oh my goodness. Oops, all right. Rebels got to get it out of the zone. Sitch with the beauty of a block. Sitch is going to take it down the ice. She's got Peyton with her. Oh, she fires it on net. Summers is going to hold it. What a good job by Lexa Sitch with the big block. 1:25 left in this period. And this game, Rebels looking for the tying goal. And we got Johnson and Regal out on D. Right, puck going to come out to Regal. Regal going to send that back in for Brooklyn, who's clearly taken out. What's he pointing at? All right, puck to Regal. Regal's going to make a nice couple moves. She's going to send it in. We're offside. 1:02 left in this game. All right, Goral going to come out of the net. Kovacs having a quick chat with Coach Lori. She's the extra girl. All right, timeout it looks like. All right, Krupski, Sitch, Kovacs, Regal, and Johnson. No Goral in net. Puck comes over to Southeast. They're looking to get it down. Okay, all right, puck to Johnson. Oh my goodness, they are horribly offside. All right, Johnson's gonna take it up. She's got a nice pass up to Krupski. Kovacs is gonna bring it in. All right, Kovacs gets it over to Johnson. Come on, Jess. Johnson fires it through. Regal does a good job picking it up. All right, puck's going to come out. Johnson's going to be the first one there. She's going to get that back to Regal and Peyton. All right, they're going to fire that in. Just 30 seconds left in this game. Your Rebels down by a goal thanks to 1,000 penalties. All right, Brooklyn Krupski going to take it up. She's going to get that to Sitch. Sitch is going to get that up to Regal. Regal's going to bring it in. Puck comes out front. Nobody there, though. All right, they're going to ice it, so we're going to have a face-off in front of Southeast goalie. There's just 7.4 seconds left, though, folks. All right, we're going to have we're going to have a timeout, Rebels, it looks like. All right, out to try and tie this game up with just 7.4 seconds left in this game. We're going to have College Ajax, Vac, Kovacs, Duchak, Brooklyn, and Sumner. Sounds like 1,000 kids. Puck going to go over into the corner. They're going to look to kill it. Vac fires that on net. It's loose. That's it, folks. Thanks to a bunch of penalties, your Rebel's going to fall. Couldn't put it past Summers today. She's a heck of a goalie. All right, your Rebel's going to fall 3-2 in this regular season game. Rebels are going to be back at it on Sunday, I believe. Can't remember who we play Sunday, though. Southeast? Not Southeast. Might be Swift. I'm not sure. Anyway, all right, everybody have a real good evening, and we will see you on the weekend.